us good life, we will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailashiyans.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is E-Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
So now we will be entering into the next segment where we will be understanding what are the Akashic records. What is the Akashic reading? So Akashic records are records created in the space of whatever has happened in time is there as a file. Nothing can be destroyed, please understand. None of your actions, thoughts, plans, emotions, words, nothing can be destroyed. Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything happened, happening, and will happen. Akashic records are the verbal, visual, 5-dimensional document. Whatever is happening is continuously getting recorded. All the information you collected from all of your births is in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. It is not prediction, it is reading from the cosmic archives. There is no such thing as past, present, and future. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously in dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. But in Akashic records, there is no past, present, and future. That is why what you call as happened, happening, yet to happen are clearly already recorded. What is Akashic reading? Swamiji himself, in Swamiji's own words, he's sharing, nobody has a right to comment on these readings. Nobody has a right to manipulate these readings. Nobody has a right to interpret, comment these readings. They are complete unto themselves for anybody to live in tune with the cosmos. The Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment, does not need any special practice other than listening to these great readings again and again. When you listen to these great readings, naturally your negative logic is penetrated, broken, and these great truths settle in your inner space and they make you live enlightenment. Only an avatar can decode Akashic readings. As avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi PARASHAKTI, revealing answers to questions to the yearning of seekers as solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. Any answer given by Devi PARASHAKTI is not just an answer but a karmic breakthrough for the receiver. So now we'll be going through the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference to manifest the powers of Akashic reading. Akasham vimalam pashyan kritva drishtim nirantaram stabdatma tatkshasna devi bhairavam vapurapnuyat. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotless infinite etheric space, Akasha beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking continuously and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava. The Mahabharata. In the Hindu Purana, Mahabharata narrates the story of great sage Maitreyi who reveals the secret to Vidura, the story of his birth in human form and reasons of all his suffering. Sage Maitreyi accessed the Akashic records and told Vidura that he was not an ordinary but was in fact an incarnation of Yamraj, the Lord of Death. He was to play the part of a so-called Sudra for 100 years, being cursed by Mandaka Muni. So the benefits, Swamiji very beautifully, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully says, all the information you collected, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully says that all the informations you collected from all your births in your DNA, you can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. Accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to binding cognitions, known and unknown suffering, leading you to experience enlightenment. Paramashivoham. So we also have Ma Madhura with us.
Yes. Only the avatar can alter the Akashic readings. The initiate Valsans can view the Akashic records. However, only the avatar can alter, edit, and upgrade and change the Akashic records. During the darshan and dikshas, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotee. Let's see what you can all ask in the Akashic readings. The most accurate and unbiased answer to any question about your life, destiny, purpose, or any everyday part of your life. Be spiritually healed or physical, and among the reasons behind your life's happenings. Receive blessings to fulfill your right desires and get clarity to redesign your future.
शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
Pramana from the Guru Paduka Mahatmyam, Kularnava Tantra. Maharoge mahotpate, mahadoshe mahabhaye, mahapadi mahapape, smritarakshati paduka. The translation is, if remembered, this paduka provides protection against great diseases, great disturbances, great evils, great fears, great calamities, and great sins. The next verse is verse 42 from the Guru Paduka Mahatmya, Kularnava Tantra. Mantra tyagad ven mrityu guru tyagad daridata guru mantra parityagad rauravam narakam vrajet. The translation is, there comes death in forsaking a mantra, poverty in forsaking the guru, and Ravana, hell, Raurava, hell, in forsaking both guru and the mantra. All of us must realize that the pralaya will end in India only when the divine feet walk on its soil once again. So only when the supreme point of Hinduism comes and the divine feet walk on India's land again will the pralaya leave India. The decision makers must realize this. We all must realize that pralaya will end in India only when the divine feet walk on India once again. The media should realize this. And every citizen should also realize this. It is in our hands to make this happen, to make the divine feet walk on India, walk on the land of India once again. Now let's look at the after effects of the pralaya. Humanity is still undergoing the after effects of the cosmic deluge, pralaya. Thousands of deaths due to the global pandemic are emerging, fungal epidemic, along with record numbers of natural disasters have taken a huge toll on humanity's collective physics, leading to the increase in poverty, malnourishment, depression, and mental health issues. All of us know that the current status of the world right now is the total number of deaths is 3.8 million. The total confirmed cases is 175.9 million. And the worst affected countries is US, India, and Brazil. Just the COVID in India, the cases is 29,510,410. And the numbers of COVID deaths is 374,305. And the number of people fallen into poverty since 2020 is 75 million. And all of us know that currently India is suffering almost the most with suicide and depression. India is the 6th most depressed country. 6.5% some form of mental illnesses. Also with a suicide rate of 10.9 for every 1 lakh people. Suicide is one of the biggest causes of death in the age group of 15 to 24. The average suicide rate in India is just 10.9 for every 1 lakh people. So you can also see an article where it has said that India is the 6th most depressed country. And you can see the picture, a screenshot of the article where it says about the suicide rate. This article is given directly by the WHO. And we also know that in India, there are many natural disasters happening. Cyclone, In Kerala, a torrential rains, heavy winds destroys houses and coastal areas. Hundreds rush to relief camps. You can see the pictures, and you can also see the third wave could hit as early as 2 to 4 weeks in Maharashtra.
Next slide, please. So how could this have been prevented? How can all of this death, suffering, so much of pain been prevented? Now let's watch this clip of baby PARASHAKTI and what she revealed on May 31st, 2021.
இல்லம்மா நான் லைவ்ல உங்களுக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहम्
இரண்டாயிரத்திருபத்தி வரை இந்தியா செல்ல வேண்டாமா என்று கேட்கின்றாய். நன்றாய் தெரிந்து கொள், சொல்வதை புரிந்து கொள். இந்த பெருநரகமான கிருமி போஜனம் இந்தியாவிற்குள் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக 2020 பாரதம் முழுவதும் 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்கமும் பாத யாத்திரை செய்திடவே என் மகன் மூலமாய் திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். படுபாவிகள் ஓடத்தின் மாலுமியை ஊர்விட்டு துரத்தினார்கள். என்ன நடக்கிறதென்று பார். முறையாக அகிலாய நாட்டின் தலைவனாக நிறை மரியாதையொடு நல் மதிப்பொடு என் நிஜாவதாரம் நித்யானந்தன் திருவடி மீண்டும் பாரதத்தில் பட்டு பாத யாத்திரை செய்த பிறகு மட்டுமே நீ அங்கு செல்ல வேண்டும். அதுவரை உன்னை காத்து செல்லாதே. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
Yes, we can go to the next slide.
Yes. So the rough translation of what Devi PARASHAKTI has revealed was, for this huge Kirumi Bhojanam, hell not to come to India is 2020 itself. I had planned to do Padayatra throughout India and the 12 Jyotirlingas through my son, Swamiji. They chased the captain of the ship out of the country see what is going to happen.
Next slide.
Want to do 1 year Padayatra specially for this purpose in 2020.
So this is the vision that Swamiji had revealed for the Padayatra in 2017.
Planning for a full year. I'm going to walk from Rameshwaram to Amarnath. 1 year with 10,000 people, just walking all over India to spend time with people. 2020 there will not be any program other than Padayatra and just spending time with people. Just walking. Of course, 10,000 people will be walking with me. Maybe 200 vehicles to carry our food and all the other items, transportation. Enjoying the river banks, forests, and time with nature. 10,000 people manifesting powers. Walking from village to village, what do you think will happen? The scene of Buddhism spreading will be repeated now. How the Buddhism spread? 10,000 monks walking from village to village, what will happen? That's only monks. Here, power manifesting 10,000 people. The whole village will be manifesting powers. Just want to enjoy India and let India enjoy me. So planning for next year Kumbh Mela 2019, next year January Kumbh Mela. Before that all the Balalayam, everything. Balalayam is going to be like the same structure outside with one stone tower, gold coated. It will be something like a 40 to 50 feet tall stone tower and 5 Rajagopurams, which will be something like 120 feet. This will be the Balalayam. And after the Mulalayam is built, this Balalayam will serve as a Utsava Murti Sannidhi, where the Utsava Murtis will be worshipped and where the Archanas. See, in the main temple, there will not be any Archana or anything, because just for Darshan itself, there will not be time. Like Tirupati, you can only have Darshan and Arti, the camp for Arti. No other worship is allowed in the main temple. Because 12 Abhishekam is going to happen, 12 Kala Abhishekams. So continuously the rituals will be going on. People can have only darshan. They will not be able to involve themselves in any ritual. Other than darshan, nothing else will be allowed. So all the archana, all the other offerings, like people will offer the archanas and other, everything will be done to the Utsava Murti, which will be kept in the Balalayam, the present Balalayam, present structure. So people can spend time here. That will be more like a main darshan. This will be like energy darshan, where you can give letter, get response. So by next year, the Balalayam will be ready. So 2019 full year, I will be conducting the programs and everything. 2020 will be the one full year Padayatra, walking. From next year, Jayanti, means 2019's Jayanti to 2020's Jayanti. Full year, Jayanti to Jayanti will be Padayatra. Before that, we will make 10,000 people power manifestors. It will be sannyasi, brahmachari, grihastha, all put together. 10,000 people will be walking. What a scene it will be. I think that is the only way the revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma can be done. I need to get into the ground where people can see me, where they are living. I can't be waiting for people to come where I am living. Now I am sitting in one place to prepare these 10,000 people and make this science completely user-friendly. For that only I am sitting and working. So I have given 2 years for me now, 2018 and 2019. So 2020, before that 10,000 people will be ready to walk with me, manifesting powers. We will literally solve every person's problem in every village. The way we are walking, the route we are taking, physical healing or mental healing, or it's a too big visualization. How will you visualize? What will happen if 10,000 power manifestors enter into a village and ask people, tell me your problem now, come on, let's sort it out. Understand, 1200 years before in Tiruvannamalai temple carvings, how the baby will be in the womb in 2nd month, 3rd month, all that is detailed way carved, it is there. Which scanning machine was there in those days other than the third eye? Very detailed carvings are there. Even Srirangam temple, the whole carving is there. Srirangam temple gives a week by week the whole picture of male baby and female baby. Any of you have seen that? Srirangam Rangaraja Mandapam, it very clearly portrays. There will be one Rangaranga Gopuram. In that next Rangaranga Gopuram, there is a Rangaraja Mandapam. They have already collected some chunk of 80-90 to be displayed in this Balalayam. Work is going on all of that. We are also going to tell you the science of temple building story as per Agama and as per practical village level, ground level, all that. In those days, 2000 years before, when this Cambodia and all these civilizations were flourishing, two community from India moved. One is agriculture community, another one is business community. These two community only traveled and installed civilization. Of course, kings went, that is different. But the common civilian, these two community only went. So Nagarattar and Saivavalalar. Saivavalalar agriculture community, Nagarattar business community. So wherever, see, when they go in the ship, the Saivavalalars, they will carry that veil for their protection. Once, if they reach the other side safely, they will just put the veil and start a temple. That is why all the temple outside the India, started by Saivavalalar, there will be only veil as a Pradhana Murti. Pattumalai Murugan Goil, Tannimalai Murugan Goil, Gedaram Murugan Goil, Nallur Murugan Govil, Sannidhiyan Sannidhi Murugan Goil, all these temple. The main deity will be only veil. It will not be deity. Because they cannot carry that heavy deity in the ship. It will only be the veil. And all the temples started by Nagarattar will be Kavadi. Because they will carry everything in the form of Kavadi. So the moment they reach the other shore, they will worship the Kavadi and the screen cloth covered by Kavadi.
So as you heard, Swamiji had revealed the vision for this Padayatra in 2017, 3 years before any sign of the pandemic. He revealed that 10,000 power manifestors will be going on a Padayatra with Swamiji for 1 full year, going and healing people and attending to every single problem. Swamiji said, even if people cannot come to him, he will go to them. He will directly attend to every single problem that people have. This is not just something that Swamiji has been planning for since 2017. Since the age of 10, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been enriching people and preparing them for this Padayatra to save them from this pralaya. Like Swamiji said, he said he's going to bring solutions to humanity. Next slide, please.
From that age, the Supreme Pontiff has been enriching and initiating masses into enlightenment through the powerful discourses, initiations, and darshans. The 16th and 17th November 2005 in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, there's a picture of the Anandam Selvathai Kodukum, bliss attracts fortune. So even in 2005, Swamiji conducted programs for bliss and fortune and giving discourses and initiations. Next slide, please. Yes.
And you can see this has been a common occurrence for Swamiji. In 2005, in Beijing, Swamiji conducted another program with thousands of people in attendance. And as you can see Swamiji healing people, blessing people, attending to their problems, preparing them for this pralaya that's to come.
Yes, and another program was on the 21st November of 2005 in Rasipuram, Tamil Nadu. Yang Guru, what is the need for a Guru? So, in many places around the world, Swamiji has conducted different programs. And you all can see the pictures also being projected. Next slide, please. Yes, and this is also another program on the 21st of November in Namakkal in 2005.
Next slide,
please. Yes.
Yes, another program here, again in Tamil Nadu, Nityananda Spurna program. Again, thousands of people in attendance. Swamiji is directly serving people, feeding people, attending to them, enriching them, initiating them.
And this is another Nityanandam program conducted by Swamiji, where he's initiating thousands of people into the powers and into the lifestyle and getting everyone ready for this pralaya. Next slide, please. Yes, you all can even see on the 25th of December 2005 in Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu, the birth star celebration. So the on Swamiji's birth star, the day of when his birth star was there, the celebrations done in Tiruvannamalai in 2005.
Again, in Jayanti celebrations in Adi Kailash. Again, Swamiji has initiated so many people, enriching so many different people, preparing them for this great cosmic happening.
And again, in Tiruvannamalai, the Jayanti celebrations, addressing a school in Tiruvannamalai. So he has even gone to different places and help people, initiate people to get everyone ready for this pralaya. So all of you can see, like, since years, Swamiji has been helping people and getting them ready for this pralaya. Next slide, please.
Yes, as you said, Swamiji has been for years enriching people, knowing that this pralaya is going to come, preparing them to face this and preparing them for this Padayatra to prevent it, to heal people and prevent this huge pralaya that has happened, this deluge, this pandemic, all of the calamities that have been happening. And he's been working on it from the age of 10, attending to so many different people. And you hear just a few photographs of the programs he's conducted, the people he's initiated, but he's been working for his whole life to bring super conscious breakthrough to humanity, and as part of that, to prevent this pralaya. Next slide, please.
So this is also a picture of the Guru Purnima celebrations in Adi Kailash in 2006. So all of you can see, like, from Tamil Nadu to Bangalore in Adi Kailash and various other places around the world and India, Swamiji has gone initiating people. You can also see the Bhakti Spurna program, the pictures of the Bhakti Spurna program.
And again,
Yes,
the
next
BSP
slide,
program. Next slide, please.
Then also the Dhyana Spurna program and the Little Anandas, where he has also initiated and helped many kids into the sciences, Vedic sciences.
Next slide, please.
Yes, and this is another program in Salem, Tamil Nadu in 2006, the Saptayaham.
Next slide.
this is another few pictures from the Satyayaham in Salem on the 16th and 18th to 18th of July 2006.
More photos of Satya.
The
Next slide, please. Next slide.
So, yes, so
more
these are
photos of-
many pictures of the Saptayam. And yes, we have another program, the Nityananda Spurna program, conducted in Adi Kailash Sarvagya in India. So even here you can see thousands of people sitting and sitting for the program. Yes, next slide, please.
Yes, next slide, please. So another Nityananda Spurna program. You can see thousands of people here being initiated by Swamiji and being enriched by his presence. Next slide, please.
But however, throughout these years, the anti-Hindu elements have made it really impossible to do the re-energizing process by driving the Supreme Pontiff out of India. So you can see a picture of
So those Swamiji has been working on. So those Swamiji has been working from the age of 10 to not just prevent this pralaya, but to bring a superconscious breakthrough to humanity, to raise humanity to the next level, and in the process to save them from this pralaya. The anti-Hindu elements did not allow Swamiji, after so much of persecution, after so much of attacks, Swamiji was forced out of India. And this pralaya now has completely been in full force in India, has been literally swallowing India. So what was the solution? What was the solution that Devi had revealed? Next slide, please.
Yes, so here we will see a video where Devi PARASHAKTI revealed the solution on the 31st of May 2021.
வரை இந்தியா செல்ல வேண்டாமா என்று கேட்கின்றாய். நன்றாய் தெரிந்துகொள், சொல்வதை புரிந்துகொள். இந்த பெருநரகமான கிருமி போஜனம் இந்தியாவிற்குள் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக 2020 பாரதம் முழுவதும் 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்கமும் பாத யாத்திரை செய்திடவே என் மகன் மூலமாய் திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். படுபாவிகள் ஓடத்தின் மாலுமியை ஊர்விட்டு துரத்தினார்கள். என்ன நடக்கிறதென்று பார். முறையாக கைலாய நாட்டின் தலைவனாக நிறை மரியாதையொடு நல் மதிப்பொடு என் நிஜாவதாரம் நித்யானந்தன் திருவடி மீண்டும் பாரதத்தில் பட்டு பாத யாத்திரை செய்த பிறகு மட்டுமே நீ அங்கு செல்ல வேண்டும். அதுவரை உன்னை காத்து செல்லாதே. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
Next slide, please.
Yes, so as we look around us, we see the great rishis of the Vedic civilization forewarned as the Kali Yuga. So you can also see like the rishis who were there, our ancestors, warned us about this Kali Yuga, this pralaya happening. Next slide, please.
Yes, and just for anyone who doesn't understand Tamil, Devi revealed that the solution for this great pralaya that's happening is for Swamiji's feet, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, feet to touch India again and be received in India as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as the head of Kailasa. to be received with respect and reverence. Only then this pralaya, this great deluge in India, will end. So what is the Kali Yuga that we are all facing right now? What is it that the rishis have described as the worst of the 4 yugas?
Yeah. And in the Kurma Purana, sage Vyasa echoes the Rishi's declaration. Idam Kali Yugam Goram Sampraptam Pandunandana Tato Gacchami Devasya Vara Nasim Mahapurim Asmin Kali Yuge Gore Loka Papa Nuva Ritina Bhavishyanti Mahapapa Varnashrama Vivarjitaha Nanyat Pashyami Jantuna Muktva Varanasim Purim Sarva Papa Prashamanam Prayachitam Kalau Yuge. So this is from the Kurma Purana. Sage Vedavyasa is actually a saint specifically empowered by the divine to complete and classify the Vedas and the Mahabharata. So Vedavyasa himself has echoed the Rishi's declaration. Yes, so we can move on to the next slide.
And the translation of this is, this Kali Yuga is the worst of the 4 yugas, ages in all the worlds. People are sinful and forgetful, the dharma of the 4 varnas, the 4 ashramas. In fact, men are so sinful that no prescribed penance atones for their great sins. The only place which is free from such sins is the great sacred city of Varanasi, a Mahapuri. Yes,
in the Kurma Purana, it also states that Lord Rudra, Parameshwara himself, is the avatar for Kali Yuga. Brahma Krita Yuge Devastretayam Bhagavan Ravihi Dwapare Dvaivatam Vishnu Kalau Rudro Maheshwaraha. The translation for this is, Brahma is the presiding divinity or Devata, Lord, for Kali Yuga, the first cycle of time. In the Treta Yuga, the second cycle of time, it is Bhagavan Ravi, Surya, in which appeared Sri Rama. In the Dwapar Yuga, third cycle of time, the presiding divinity is Vishnu. And in the Kali Yuga, the fourth cycle of time, the current age, the presiding deity of the avatar is Rudra, Lord Maheshwara, Lord Mahasadashiva.
Yes. So as described in the Kali Yuga is exactly what we're seeing, and as revealed from the Shastras, that Mahasadashiva, the Parameshiva himself, is the one who lands and saves everyone from this great Kali Yuga. And that is exactly what Swamiji has come to do. And since the year of 1978, January 2nd, 1978, out of his deep compassion, Parameshiva landed and in the human form as the Nijavatara, the supreme concept of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidana, Bhagavan Nityananda Parameshiva.
Yes, so let's watch a video from where in 1976,
Swamiji describes actually that if he had taken birth even 1 year later, it would have been too late for humanity. Exactly when he landed was the perfect time. Exactly when he landed was when humanity needed him. And for that purpose, he came to save humanity and take them to the next level, to take them to the next super conscious breakthrough. So let's watch a video where Swamiji has revealed this.
And I tell you, O Hindus, don't be afraid. I am back with the same signs. We are going to be rich. It is not lost. Just the last minute climax before it was going to be put off. have happened. (1979) would have been late. 1979 would have been late. If I had time, I would have sent only ambassadors. Because no time, I have to get up and come directly. Oh Hindus, feel blessed. Science is not dead. It is available. I have everything needed to bring that science back to life and establish its legitimacy.
Yes, we can move on.
Yes, as Swamiji has shared, as revealed, that had there been enough time, had there been no need, Parameshiva himself would not have landed as Swamiji. He would have sent his ambassadors, but because there was no time, because humanity needed him in this hour, Parameshiva himself landed in the Nijavatar of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Pindanda.
Yes, so we all
The Avatar's advent.
The Avatar's advent on the planet Earth was just to protect the world from the great cosmic deluge to the new age, the Satya Yuga. So where we all will move from the Kali Yuga to the Satya Yuga.
Yes. So Parameshiva himself landed just for the sake of taking humanity out of this cosmic deluge and raising them to the next level, to give them that superconscious breakthrough, to bring them into Satya Yuga. And here you can see Devi's revelations about this on April 30th.
ஓம் உலக மக்களே கேளுங்கள், கலி முற்றி கலி கழிந்து புதுயுகம் சத்தியயுகம் புறப்பட வேண்டிய காலம் வந்ததனால் வந்திருக்கின்றது இந்த பெரும் பிரளயம். கவலை வேண்டாம் மக்களே, நித்யானந்தன் வடிவம் தாங்கி நாமே இங்கு வந்திருக்கின்றோம். நித்யயுகம் செய்வோம், நித்யயுகம் சத்யயுகமாய் மலரும் இங்கு. ஆனந்தமாக இருங்கள்.
Yes, we can move on.
Yes. People of the world, listen. Kali Yuga has matured and over time has come for Satya Yuga. Time has come for Satya Yuga to happen. So the great pralayam has come. Don't worry, people. In the form of Nityananda, I myself have come. I will make Nitya Yuga. Nitya Yuga will come. This is the translation of what Devi has revealed. Why
不要担心，我自己以尼西亚南达的这个形式来到了这里，我会使这个，我会到 Nitya Yuga，Nitya Yuga 会就是盛开，成为这个Satya Yuga，请大家就是，请大家
Hirumi Bhojanam, not to come to India 2020. I had planned to do Padayatra
然后呢
in India.
请大家保持喜悦，为了这个大地狱 Kirumi Bojanam 不要来到印度。2020年的时候呢，我本来打算通过我的儿子尼西亚南达大师，在印度各地做 Padayatra， 在这个12个州替邻家的地方做 Padayatra。然后为了准备这个呢，这个阿凡达在10岁的时候就开始了这个 Padayatra 仪式。不好意思哈，我的这个设备还有很大的
Yes,
声音。
as we shared, the avatar has been preparing for this Padayatra to bring humanity out of this Kali Yuga into Nitya Yuga and blossom into Satya Yuga since the age of 10. As you can see, a young age photo of Swamiji is dressed
所
in
以
Kavi,
就像我们刚才
giving
理解
blessings
的，就是大师
to
本来
from
是
that
呢，
age.
把人类就是带出卡里 Yuga， 然后呢进入这个 Nitya Yuga， 然后从 Nitya Yuga 慢慢的盛开成为了这个 Satya Yuga。所以你们可以看到大师呢，他开始丰富他人，一个人的开始丰富。我们会使用就是这些神圣的经文，还有更高层的这个生活的这个秘密的真理。所以你可以看到好多照片，这种图片，就是大师呢在做的这些课程来丰富他人。即使当大师是14或15岁的时候，他的同学们也都记得，这个但是带他们呢从利亚堂一直走到那么来他出生的地方，然后还有他们在一个非常大的灵性的这个。
And took them to every spiritual pilgrim site, and how fondly they speak of that memory and how Swami has trained them and guided them from that age.
一个神圣的，就是朝圣的一个地方，他带他们去到了这里。然后呢，当大师差不多19岁的时候，他所有的那些Rama Krishna Mut 的这些僧人们呢，也回忆起是带领他们从 Chennai 一直走到 Tiruvannamalai 的这个 Yatra， 他出生的地方呢，给予他们一个很难忘的朝圣的这个经历。
So you can see the picture where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, and his fellow monks from the Ramakrishna Math had gone from Chennai, Tamil Nadu to Tiruvannamalai. Yes, we can move on to the next slide.
所以你可以看到这个图片，就是大师还有他的那些其他的僧人们。然后接下来这个呢是大师他一直呢在这个印度各地的在行走，他可以找到更多的人，然后呢他把每个人呢都准备好，直到呢大师呢他创造了这个国际的这个国际的使命。尼西亚南达的桑嘎来复苏开拉萨的这个国家，然后你们可以看一下，就是4月14号2001年，大师创造了第一个开拉萨就是开拉萨的第一个开悟这个生态系统，就是在开莫纳杜的Tiruchendur的。你们可以看到这个图片，这个是大师就开始了开拉萨的第一个生态系统，然后接下来呢是2003年，这个阿凡达呢继续了他的 Vijaya Yatra， 去了世界各地呢来丰富不同背景的人。
The pictures were of his Vijaya Yatra where he went to different places around the world and gave discourses.
Next slide, please.
所以大师的这个强度，还有对于人的这种心哈，即使在这几千人都不知道英文的这几千人呢，这个大师的声音呢，非常的，他的声音就真的是使大家呢，他的存在还有他的声音就可以把每个人，就是让他们就是哭泣。他使他们太感动了，让他们哭泣，然后他也可以使这么几千人呢，即使他们不明白英语，可以跟他所说的话，他的声音产生这个共鸣。所以他们不明白他在说什么，但是呢，他们却可以就是如何的去震撼还有感动这些人。然后这个是在2004年，大师带着他的徒弟去了第一个这个喜马拉雅山的Yatra，他们去到了不同的寺庙啊，在那里呢开示啊，然后呢给他们就是点化，要使他们得到超意识的这个突破。你们可以看到这里的图案。所以大师还有他的几个徒弟去了这个喜马拉雅Yatra，然后接下来呢，这个阿凡达他亲自就是举办了，然后带领每个人就去每一年这个Yatra，然后他知道这个奴隶的这个灵魂哈，不只是去这个灵性的这些地方，但是呢，他也给了他们呢。超于这个超于这个是，他也不好意思，等一下。
Then in 2006,
他们去超越这个就不只是去一个地方，也是在一个他们的心灵也感受到这个灵性的这种改变。然后呢，在2006年呢，这个帕达雅tra呢，就是到了另外的一个级别，他做了这个 Rodhika Ratha Yatra， 就有好几百万个人呢参与，然后呢，他好几百万人，好几万人，就是因为好几百万人，因为这个在行走的这个 Nityanandeswara 还有 Nityanandeswari 这个神像呢。跟他们产生了连接，所以我们可以看看这个是这个 Ratha Yatra 的这个视频。所以当时呢，花了1年在 Vidadi 还有Kumbhakonam 就是旅行，就是这么行走。因为呢是在Kumbhakonam的是有这个 Stapati 就是可以就是做这些神像的这些工人，然后他与一个团队一起工作，来就是来制造就是来捏这些神像们。所以大师呢帮助设计这个，然后他非常仔细的去设计，来确保最好的这个神像呢完整的被形成了，就像阿伽玛经的所记载的一样。
Yes, in the Kodikan Ratha Yatra culminated with the consecration and inauguration of the Garbha Mandir, the Sanctum Sanctorium, for Nityaneshwara Parameshwara and Nityaneshwara
Ratha Yatra 呢，它以这个 Garbha Mandir， 就是你们看到在图片里这个 Garbha Mandir 的这个建设呢， 而告终。这个呢，这个嘎巴满定是这个尼迦南达 sorry 帕拉玛希瓦和尼迦南达 sorry 帕拉玛希瓦这两个神像，在这里，他们这些神像呢是以阿查阿巴塔来就是被注入能量的，然后他们可以散发帕拉玛希瓦和帕拉沙克提的能量，来创造阿迪开拉萨，成为这艘船，这艘能够解救人类，从这个将要来临的这个宇宙毁灭期呢，将人类就是能够拯救人类的这艘船。所以除此之外呢，大师呢还在印度各地创造了很多的灵性能量的中心，这可以在这段时期呢，可以使别人就是使人类们就是安全的生活。所以你可以看这3个图片。
Yes, next slide, please.
然后就这样子呢，这个阿凡达呢也在世界各地，就受到了很多这个能量场。所以在2018年的时候呢，阿凡达创造了，然后呢也给予这个尼西亚南达瓦伊亚萨罗瓦注入了能量。这个是一个 Ananda 灵家，他会保护任何人，任何在这里洗澡的人，保护他们不会得到这个会致死的这个怪性病毒。接下来是另外一个视频，
जगन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमस्तोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नम उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्वोप्याय च अवसान्याय च
Yes, and in 2009, the Avatar held another Kodikan Rath Yatra and garnered international attention.
2009年的时候呢，阿凡达举行了另外一个 Kodikan Rath Yatra， 然后这个呢就有了国际，就是整个世界就是有个国际的一个注意力，他就创造了那个一个在这个节日中呢，好几千个天主教徒再一次的就是拥抱了印度教。你可以看到那么多人他们在做这个和平之旅。在这里的那个车上呢，会有2个神像，就是尼迦南达沙拉帕拉玛希瓦，还有尼迦南达沙瑞帕拉沙克提，就是帕拉沙克提和湿婆神帕拉玛希瓦。所以，这2个神像呢，跟在阿里开拉萨、孟加罗尔的神像是一模一样的。这个 Yatra 呢是一个有灵性宗教的一个朝圣之旅。
Yes, and wherever the avatar's feet have graced the
好，
planet
然后
Earth,
他们就是停止了这个视频。接下来呢是说，阿凡达的脚呢，到这个世界的任何的地方，都播了这个超意识的种子。
with 1000 plus
所以呢
Kailasas,
在这个世界上有1000多个开拉萨的生态系统。
The avatar, the last hope
然后 这些
So you
1000
can
多个
see
这个生态系统呢，可
the
以就是丰富超
amount
过
of Kailasas
10亿
around
个
the world
人，就是
in
这世界10亿
Africa,
个人。所以阿
Asia,
凡达呢是人类的最后一线希望。
the entire world basically has Kailasa
可能是在
ecosystem.
非洲、在亚洲、在美国，整个世界
Like,
都有这个开拉萨的开悟生态系统。
and
所以你们
as
可以看看这个是
you all might
在
know, Kailas and
这
Eros
个
are
是一
the
个国
was the
家的
first
这个开拉
Kailasa
萨
that Swamiji
的
has
图片，
created. It is Adi Nityananda.
阿蒂尼西亚南达皮坦。这
And
是
all of these
他
Kailasas
创造的
he's
第一
created have
个
been
这
created for the
个
sake of preparing humanity
的
to
第一个开拉萨，他创造的第一个
save
开拉
them
萨。
from
接下
this
来呢，这是
Malaya
印
and take
度
them out
温加
of
罗
this
尔的阿蒂
great
开拉
cosmic
萨。
illusion, bring them into the next superconscious breakthrough. And the main Sadvanyapita, Adi Kailasa Sadvanyapita in Bangalore,
为
Adi,
了可以帮助人类
was
从这
created for
个
this purpose.
从这个
And
宇
it
宙
is the
的
ship that Swamiji has created to save
宇
humanity.
宙的这个破坏毁灭期哈，它可以这个阿迪卡拉萨的意义就是要把人类呢带出来，从这个毁灭期带出来，然后给予他们超意识的突破。阿迪卡拉萨这艘船就是为了这个目的而创造的。接下来呢是在 Tiruvannamalai 的卡拉萨，这个是大师出生的地方。
And this is the
他的家
Kailasa
乡
and Tiruvannamalai. So you can see Swamiji worshipping the linga and worshipping the deities there. And you can see thousands of people also sitting for
你们可以看到大师
this is the Kailasa and Tiruvannamalai.
膜拜这个名家，还有这些神像。
Supreme point of Hinduism.
可以看到好几千人坐下来参加这个节目。接下来，所以这个是大师出生的地方。接下来是2007年在美国 Ohio 州的 Columbus 的开拉萨，所以这是在2007年4月14号。这是一个 Nityanandeswara 的印度教的寺庙，它是被大师亲自开启的，这是第一个，就是在印度之外的第一个寺庙。这个
both Venkateshwara and Meenakshi.
这个寺庙呢，在大师宣布说，在 Ohio 会有一个 Shiva 寺庙之后，9个月就来到了，就形成了，建造了。这个寺庙的这个开启仪式呢，一共这个仪式。
The temple inauguration ceremony
都是大师亲自去祝福，还要把那个神圣的能量，放入就是那个在那里的神像们，它是通过这个非常难得的宇宙的过程，叫做 PARASHAKTI。然后他去把这个生活的这个能力带来给这些神像们，所以他是做的是这个 Kumbha Abhishekam， 就是一个非常神圣的仪式，它可以使这个寺庙充满了这个宇宙的能量，然后这个宇宙能量呢进入这个神像里，给予人类带来非常大的贡献，因为它会把整个就是附近的地方的这个正能量提升，然后使非常纯净的这个神灵的能量呢，可以给予大家，对，大家都可以感觉到，这个寺庙有很多非常美丽的神像。然后这个寺庙在一个非常美丽、非常美丽的大自然，有2个河在这个寺庙里，2条河。然后接下来呢，就是在2007年所创造的，在美国加利福尼亚州的 Los Angeles， 所以就是大师也是在2005年呢，
And devotees offer the path puja to him.
开始创办了这一个寺庙，在这个仪式发生之后呢，这些信徒们呢就给他供奉他的普扎，就是净施礼。
And the main deities of Nityanandeshwara, Nityanandeshwari, the Swayambhulinga, And
你们可以看到这个财神的这个神像哈，
we can
被
see the
刻，
pictures of also many
然后
people who have
你也可以
gathered for the
看到这个 Nityanandeswara 和 Nityanandeswari 这两个神像，所以你可以看到有好多人在做这个 Pada Puja。然后接下来呢，这个是2007年，也是在美国加利福尼亚的Los Angeles 的泰拉萨，所以这个2007年呢，就刚才那个是第一个地点，这个是在这个城市的这个永久地点。所以这个永久的这个这个寺庙的空间呢，就是被创办了，有超过25000就平方。它是以尼西亚南达大师以这个宇宙能量所输入了宇宙的能量，它就是使这个他祝福这个寺庙会变成吠陀文化的这个最主要的一个顶尖的寺庙，然后给大家呢，给人类都带来开悟。然后现在呢，他们稍微休息一下。
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being, Paramashakti. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द
Nityanandam, everyone. Welcome back. So we of this program, offerings to the Parash. So, what is the significance of offering? So, offering is a divine gift of pure love, devotion, and oneness, and it consists of number one is giving and only when the divine accepts what one offers, so it is not made out of fear or greed. So when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely created only for the purpose of
当一个阿凡达降临世界的时候，这些供奉呢，都是为了得到开悟的路上所做的一些
The meaning says, moonlight
这段
face,
经文的意思就是像月亮的脸，在手上拿着这个经书，眼睛呢有火，他拿着这个莲花，还有祝福的手，还有一个手戴着这个菩提子的链子。她非常美丽的，就是被装饰着，她还戴着一个非常美丽的皇冠，她的名字是玛利亚
दिव्यैराभरणै विभूषिततनुं ब्रह्मादिभिः पूजितां देवीमेव मनोन्मनीं प्रतिदिनं कामत्तदत्रीं शुभाम्. So beautifully explains. I meditate on
是另外一段经文的记载，意思就是我以三只眼睛像月亮一样明亮的女神，做冥想，然后她拿着呢这个经书、莲花还有祝福的手，她穿着非常美丽的装饰品，她被梵天还有众多其他的神所膜拜，她每天为每一个行为都给予祝福。所以接下来我们来看一看金这个神圣的元素的重要性，就是从这个金呢是出生3次的，它与这个你的原子是合一的，它是你最亲密的、最亲爱的。有一个呢从松呢，当它受伤害的时候掉下来了。这个呢，他们称为是一个有德行还有非常强大的水珠的种子。让那个三生这个金呢是你的长寿，所以金呢是一个神圣的这个元素，它动到任何东西，它都可以去净化它，然后它可以保持这个开悟的能量保持好几千年。所以根据所有的这个经书的记载，都有金都会提到金，在新督教的这个经文中呢。他们经常的金是最吉利、最纯正的金属，它会就是能够净化我们的身体。在新宗教的文明，所有东西都是以金所造、以金所交换的。然后呢，仪式费用呢也是以金砖所供奉的。当一个人呢需要得了一个就是
So the
对
Hindu
生命有
civilization
危险
relied
的
on
这
the
个病
banks
的
of
话
the
是
river
需要
called
用
and
金
in this river was
来
called Hiranmaya.
做这个仪式费用
The
的。
river Saraswati was
然
called
后新
Hiranya
宗教的这个文明呢，就在
So gold
金
is a
河
supreme
的
element
岸
of
上，就是
the
开
to
始
one's
的。
love and tribute.
这个
Temples
Indus
are
河呢
constructed
被
and
称为
paved
金
with
之
gold.
河，
It is
还有
made in gold,
Saraswati 河也
lit
是有同
and
样的称
adorned
号
with。gold
金
because
是
it
给予我
preserves
们
the
爱还有
enlightenment
尊敬
energy
的
of
人，
thousands
给予
of
他们
years
礼
that
物的这个
last.
终极元素。所
With
有
that,
的
we'll
这
be
些
moving on to the first
这些
offering to
古寺庙们都
PARASHAKTI,
是以
offering of
金
tea
所
and
造
cake.
的，然
We
后
can
马
offer
路上
any
的那
amount
柱子
as
也是
as
以
a
金
love
所
of
造的。
devotion at your
所
own
以呢，
capacity.
第一
Offering of tea and
个
cake to
第一个我们
PARASHAKTI.
可以做的供奉
So
是
the
一
Shastra
婚礼，
Pramana
在
beautifully
这里
says,
有经文的记
Bhakti
载，
Priya
就是说
Bhakti Ganya
只
Bhakti
有
Vashya Mayapaha Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Sharvani Sharmadayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion.
只
She
有
can be won
这
over
个
through true devotion and she removes
Devi 女
all
神
the
喜欢真正的
If
真
there is
正虔
any
诚的
fear
爱
in
戴，
divine
她可以通过
Devi
虔诚
is
真正
sure
的
to
爱
remove
戴
that
呢，
fear. And it
就
is
是
stated that
显
Devi
化，
likes to be
然后呢，
worshipped in autumn. So
对，
here
它可以显
it is
化
meant
它，然
that
后它会
the
去
autumn
除
of
所
our
有的
lives,
恐惧。
thoughts
如
turn
果
more
在
and more
信徒的脑
inwards.
海里有任何的
The
恐惧，
role of the
女神
divine
肯定
is
会除掉
known
那
and
个恐
understood
惧。
very
女
clearly.
神喜欢
The
在
need
秋
for
天
Devi
被
worship
膜拜，
usually
因为我们
comes
生活的秋天就是
from
当我们的念头
So
越来越往
Shambhavi
内的时候，
very
然后
beautifully
神
says
明
you
的
can
这个
offer
重要
your
性我们更
gratitude
明白，
to
清晰
Devi
的明白了，
PARASHAKTI
所
and
以
you can
更
list
需要
and
膜
literally
拜
she
这个
bestows
女神的这个
happiness
需要
and
需
blessings
求
to
变得更
whatever
强。
universe
然后这个她是一个女神，她给予信徒们这个欢乐，然后你可以把你的感激、感恩之心还有爱戴给予女神帕拉沙克提，然后你可以供奉这个卡尼卡，然后呢，她会给予你喜悦，还有让你如愿以偿。接下来下一个供奉是念诵桑卡巴，桑卡巴是一个有意识的决定，这个只是$1，所以这个女神呢创造了这个宇宙，没有任何目的的去膜拜她呢，她会给予你使你就是解脱的这个真理，然后也会给予你钱财。所以如果给予这个，如果供奉这个有意识的决定呢，他会祝福那个所供奉的人，让他使他如愿以偿，得到他想要的这些东西。接下来是 Sahasranama Swadakasu， 就是金币。这个在这个经文中呢有记载，就是喜欢他重复。
So this is the beautiful offering of 1008 names of Devi PARASHAKTI. Is a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of
所以
Devi.
在这里会重复他的1008个法号，然后这是一个非常独特的一个仪式。
Awaken all the divine Ananta Kalyana Gunas of Devi PARASHAKTI inside of you. So it is available in 3 sizes at $75, $151, and $251. The next offering is the offering of Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. So the Meenakshi Pancharatnam, it says, Muktahara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu bhaktra prabham shinjannu purakinkini manidaram padma prabhavasuram sarvabhishta falapradam girisutam vanirama sevitam Meenakshim pranatosmi santatamaham Karunya Bharam Nidin. I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls, and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones, and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So you can offer the beautiful fingering with a pearl to Devi PARASHAKTI and be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. You can offer this Mukta Anguti at $251, $501, and $750. The next offering is the offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus. So the Kamikagama beautifully says all the kalasas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with new cloth. They should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. The lotus itself has a beautiful significance in the Hindu tradition. So there are various scriptural references of using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. So it involves the consecration of deities, meditating, asanas, mudras, various ways. The lotus flower is used, lotus pericarp is used, the lotus leaf is used. So it itself is a divine flower. So Shakti of Paramashiva is called lotus flower. The base of Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. So you can offer the golden lotus in any size you would wish to and have the blessings of Parashakti to achieve the state, the space and the powers of Devi in any and every situation of your life. So you can offer this Swarna Padma Pushpa at $600. The next offering is the offering of the Swarna Metti, the golden toe ring, where the beautiful words it says, Nakadi diti sanchanna namajjana tamoguna padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha. You whose brightness from the toe nails destroys the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who literally prostrate at your feet. So you can offer this golden toe ring, literally catch the toe of Devi Parashakti, receive her blessings in deep gratitude, and in any difficult aspect of your life, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic time, just hold on to her feet and receive her blessings for your health and for intense healing. So whatever you need to manifest in your life. So you can offer the Swarna Metti at $750. The next offering to Parashakti is the Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry, Sudha Sarabi Parshini. So she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from Sahasrara, that is, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. So the Mangtika, it represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened. So you can offer the Mangtika to Devi and receive her blessings for achieving the literally blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. So the next offering is a beautiful offering of your deep gratitude to Parashakti and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So you have the opportunity to experience and enjoy the breathing space of the avatar, the incarnation itself. So Nakadi Diti Sanchanna Namajjana Tamo Guna Padadvaya Prabhajala Parakrita Saroruha. The illumining splendor of Devi's toe nails dispels the darkness of ignorance in the devotees prostrating at her feet. Her feet defeats the lotus in beauty. So Saundarya Lahari states that the nails have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi. So Tamoguna is darkness. In this sloka, Tamas is indicative of ignorance in the minds of devotees, and by constantly prostrating before Devi, so their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. So offer the Pratiksha Pada Puja to Parashakti and Supreme Pontiff and receive the auspiciousness and blessings of Bhagavan Nityananda Parameshwar. And along with the Pratiksha Pada Puja, you also have the beautiful offering of the Vastra Seva, the sacred cloth offering at $1,008, and you can offer it to receive her blessings and auspiciousness of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Parameshwar. So here is the compilation of all the offerings which you can make to Parashakti, and the E-Hundi offering, you can offer any amount at the feet of Parashakti, and the Sankalpa chantings, offering of the conscious resolution, and the Devi Sahasranama Kasu, so the pure gold coin with each of the sacred names of Parashakti inscribed in it, the Mukta Anguti, the pearl finger ring, the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus flower, the Swarna Metti, the golden toe ring, the Swarna Mangtika, the Pratiksha Pada Puja, and the Vastra. Yes. So here we have the link where you can go ahead and offer your seva and do an online payment of tiny.cc/http Devi-offering.
所以接下来呢，我们可以在这里做出报名，然后你可以怎么报名呢？你可以在第一个链接呢填写这个报名表格。如果你有任何兴趣，就是要供奉的话，你都可以在这做到。然后接下来呢，就是如果你需要帮助显化，或者是你需要更多的详情，然后接下来呢，第二个是可以在网上付款，付款之后呢，你可以去第三个链接，在第三个链接呢上载这个也在布架里要念诵的名字。
Go down, you'll be guided to choose an option and go and offer one of the sevas or whichever sevas you want to offer, like the golden coin.
然后这是呢，你点入去第二个链接，就会进入这个页面，你选择你所要做的这个仪式，还有以及它的数量，然后你就加入购物栏。
Where you can proceed to the check out, you can proceed to check out.
然后之后你就来到这个页面，然后当你确定了你所要做的供奉还有数额的时候，你就去下一页，就会来到这一页。然后在这一页呢，你就可以填写所有这个详情。然后当你做完的时候呢，你就可以去你就可以去第三个链接。第三个链接里面呢，就有这个三考法的名字，就是你可以上载你要在铺架里面所念诵的名字，所以可以先填写所有的这些详情，把你的这些详情全部都输入进去。然后你要选择你做的这个是为了这个女神帕冉沙克提的达显。
Beautiful opportunity for all of us to offer these various sevas, and also when you go on to
所以
the
这是女神的感应寂定三摩地达显，
chat and the super
所
sticker
以这是一个
option,
非常好的
where you
机
can
会，
go ahead
可以
and
给
offer
让
your
我们
free
就是把
super
我们
chat and
就是供奉我们的这
if you're
个
not watching
对
yet,
于
go to
女
the
神
YouTube
帕冉沙克提的感恩之心。
once you fill
然
out
后
this
接下来呢，就是
online page, I need dot
除此之外呢，你也可以去网上，可以去 YouTube 的这个直播，然后在第一呢，就先加入为会员，然后加入会员之后呢，你就可以在评论区里评论来问你想要问的问题，就是当女神出来的时候才问了。然后之后你还有2个选择，就可以做这个婚礼，你可以做一个超级贴纸，或者是给一个超级就是评论。然后在这里呢，你可以选择你要捐赠多少钱，或者是你要选择哪一个贴纸哈，因为每个贴纸都是有这个数额的。我们可以看看这一个屏幕，你可以看看它现在点击的这个地方，这个钱的符号哈，然后就有这个选择。
even through the super
所以
chat.
现在你们可以看到。
So with that, we come to the conclusion of this segment.
有2个选择，超级贴纸还有超级评论，所以你可以选择你想要供奉的数额，然后呢你就发上去就可以了。好的，这一个环节呢我们就结束了，谢谢大家。
and setting model community. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystems. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together. We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailashians. I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute.
Next segment we have is Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassy as the COVID care protection centers. Now let's briefly look at the stats of the world today. So the Human Rights Watch reported that more than 1.5 billion students are out of school
大家好，欢迎
already.
回来。现在我们来看一看这个环节，所以看看今天现在的世界，这个人权，这个是一个观看人权的这个机构哈，他说，不好意思，这到下一页了。36.5%的美国大学生说，他们的这个学业哈，在这个过去的一年，非常的就是下降，因为他们的压力很大。在这 还有29.5%都说他们有焦虑的感觉。然后对于这些中学生们呢，美国的中学生61%承认他们有很大的压力，就是面临很大的压力，想要得到更好的成绩。然后大概有12.77亿的这些学生们都因为学校在这个疫情中关闭，所以被影响。通过这个国际机构通过这个国际机构的一个观察呢，46个国家现在呢全国都是网上的教学。然后接下来呢，就是在一个精神健康的一个慈善机构，叫做年轻的大脑，它有包括了2111个参与者，这是在英国的一个测试哈，从小到25岁的这个年龄呢，有2111个参与者有这个精神病的病例。然后这个疫情也使他们的这个精神病呢，就是比较严重，有更多人呢就是有这个精神病。然后这个疫情呢也使在93%的国家，在这个世界上的国家呢，都停止对于精神病的这个资源哈。然后最近有18%的人，他们呢如果得到了这冠心病毒的确诊呢，他们之后呢也被确诊有了精神病，比如说可能是焦虑啊，或者是一些心情有点错乱等。然后还有一些调查呢发现，尤其是这些比较年轻的这些青少年哈，有比较多的就是去想要自杀的念头，然后还有用一些就是毒品，不一定是毒品，但是一些会使他们像有幻觉的一些这些物品。有25%呢说他们在疫情开始的时候，他们增加了他们用的这些物品。这是相对于13% 的成年人，然后有26%的青少年呢，他们想要自杀，这是相对于11%的成年人。每年呢，有超过1.2万个学生就是没有去上高中，从高中在美国的高中辍学，这就是说明在每26秒就有一个学生，或者是一天就有7000个学生这样子，就是他们不能从高中毕业，然后有25%的这个高中生呢不能够毕业，对。现在我们来看一看开拉萨，所以我们现在刚才在说的就是这个世界上所有的学生面临的是什么样子的一些问题。然后现在我们来看一看开拉萨的这个教育部的一些贡献。所以就像我们刚才所看到的，我们就看到了这些学生们现在学习的这个情形，还有身体状态、精神状态都不太好。所以如果你有孩子的话，如果你想让你的孩子受到保护的话，你要给他们最好的这个灵性的氛围。所以你就可以呢来参加这个疫情保护中心，可以在以下的链接点击报名。
aasa.org/kailasacare. Next, you're going to see Kailasa's.
所以接下来呢，我们会看到开拉萨的教育系统，所以对于教育的一些贡献。所以这是大师呢在2019年11月17号说的，他说整个古鲁库真正的新都教古鲁库新都大学的这个氛围，我在1970年在提尔瓦纳曼来所感觉到的，是我想在整个世界上再重新创造的。古鲁库是一个地方，它是一个庆祝，它庆祝呢，他以正确的言语庆祝这些正在盛开的大脑，这些小孩了，然后来创造呢，很多可能性，是要创造一个开悟的一个文明。他们有一个瑜伽士的身体，还有吠陀的这个大脑。所以尼西亚南达古鲁库呢是一个 吠陀学校是被大师所成立的，在这里学生们呢活到他们最高的可能性，然后他们可以显化非常多的灵性超能力。这个Gurukul 呢，它是按照大师的理念，就是就是教育是为了生活，但是生活本身不是为了教育。然后这个 Gurukul 会带给世界正确的这个教育观，会使大家就是感到就是比较强大。这个现在的这个教育系统呢，是在印度的教育系统是被这个什么Macaulay和 Max Muller 所创造的。它这个是一种就是完全没有参与性的一个叙说式的一个教导。所以本来呢，印度性的教育系统呢，不是一直的给予他们这些学生们言语啊，或者是一些主义啊，或者是一些概念啊，或者一些理论等，是为了得到这个开悟，来使这些学生们能够开启醒悟的。是为了就是专门做这个，不是为了就是让我们就是大概的就是每个都学一点，是让我们专注于这个开悟学，无论是别人就是教育你还是你教育你自己，这个呢，如果它是基于这个最弱的这个连接的话，这个就是一种稀释，一种就是一种就是大概化，所以这个稀释是因为你就是没有去钻一个部分，然后这个教育的意思就是把一些就是主意放进你的，把一些概念放进你的大脑里，然后逼你去跟随着它，然后迫使你一定要去背，然后让你把它吐出来，让这些知识吐出来。在Gurukul里没有任何教育，只有开示。开示就是说给予你这个超能力，使你强大，使你就在婉转这些超能力，使你可以显化，使你可以就是钻入就一个部分一个领域。所以我们来看一看视频。在这里呢，大师呢就有分享了Gurukul的这个教育系统。现在时间到来了。任何人类的社会，任何一个人的影响，只会就是对这个社会呢影响这个社会60年，现在60年已经过了。对于这个对于这个没有就是任何的就是沟通啊或者互动的讲述性的教育已经过了。这个现在未来的这个教育呢就是Gurukul。Gurukul呢是老师、教师还有老师会在同一个地方居住。如果有需要的话，父母也会住在同样的一个地方，但是因为孩子们做我们所做的东西，他们不做我们所说的东西，他们只会按照我们的行为去做，他们会模仿我们所做的东西，他们不会做我们所说的东西。你做什么，他们就会做什么。他们不会做你所说的。 大多数的时候，他们不管你说什么，印度的这个教育系统的未来，我可以说，任何有智慧的教育系统会是 Gurukul 系统。我不是就是因为傲慢啊，或者是骄傲才说的，我是因为我看到了未来，我是在跟你说这个事实，我会开始这个教育系统的复苏，通过我们的这个 Gurukul 系统，通过我们的这个 Gurukul 系统，它将会是这些 Gurukul。在印度的教育系统，有完全的就是参与，完整的参与是有必要的，就是从老师的完整的参与，还有从学生的完整的这个参与都是有必要的。这个学生呢必须学习这个老师，老师也必须学习这个学生，明白吗？彻底的就是学习了这个学生之后，老师呢就会找出这个学生会成功学的正确的科目。有些东西是给予每个人都是就通用的，比如说圆满学，还有这个开悟学。除了这些之外呢，这个大师会选择，老师会选择这些学生会成功学的这个科目，然后呢，学生就会被在这些领域中，他们会接受到就是训练和锻炼，他们会以这个开悟的这个智慧，还有开悟的科学，还有开悟的真理。作为这个意义，就比如说，就连你在学就是怎么去就是那个什么射箭呐，怎么去射箭，你也是为了的开悟。如果你是学习怎么做生意，也是为了开悟。所以，如果你学怎么去修水管的话，建房子。就雕刻，都是以这个开悟为这个目的的。现在印度的这个教育系统更多的是就是给他们转这个所要学的东西而已，只是转授这个知识，而不是传授知识，所以是有差距的。然后就结束了。所以现在好像是稍微休息一下。今天呢，教育呢是主要的这个因素，来使大家就能从一个从一个比较低的阶层上升到比较高的一个社会阶层，它是最强的可以去除贫困的这个一个方式。所以正确的教育呢，对于我们的这个系统是非常重要的，对于我们的国家也是非常重要的。 所以这个正确的教育呢，不只是对每个孩子他的健康、他的稳定性还有他的成长非常重要，但是对整个人类也是非常的重要。古鲁库的系统呢，是新都教的一个传授知识的一个系统，它是使这个新都教的还活着的其中的一个主要的一个元素。古鲁库的意思就是住在古鲁的家里。古鲁库的系统呢，它的根是在于 Guru Shishya Sampradaya， 就意思就是这个古鲁与学徒，就师父与学徒的这个分支。然后呢，学习了呢这个开悟的人的他们在开悟的人，还有冥想状态的这些生物上的、化学上的，还有身体上的这个状态的时候呢，我们已经学了好几十年了，我们就发现就在普通的就是苏醒的状态呢，这个大脑的这些波都。这些他们这些古鲁库的学生，他们的大脑的这些波动呢，都是跟在完整的这个冥想的状态是一样的。即使他们没有在冥想，他们完全是在做某一些动作的。然后最近我们也发现呢，我们学习的是在我们环境里的这些人的这些肢体语言，他们的行为还有他们的模式，不只是在行为上，但是呢深到这个大脑的层次，这个也是被称为这叫什么镜像神经的这个镜像神经的影响。所以呢就从这里看，就是没有一个比这个开悟的古鲁更好的老师了。但是经过好几百年的这个蒙古人的这个占领啊，还有一些这个英国殖民地等这些占领等等，还有一直持续对于新都教还有新都这个传统的这个欺压呢，这个古鲁库的这个传授知识的科学呢，越来越少了。他们之前就是对于这个英国殖民时期的一个研究，就那个时候就减少了很多古鲁库。所以在这个印度的13000个大学，还有20万的这个古鲁库都被毁灭了。因为就是一毁灭了这个新都教大学还有古鲁库，那多过80%的新都教的这个知识也都没了。这个是在一个英国人所说的，他说我们的英文学校呢现在发展的非常好。这个我们的教育对于这个新都教的人是非常大的这个影响。没有一个新都教的人，他们如果受到了这个英文的教育，他们会真的非常真诚的，就是相信这个他们自己的宗教。这个新都教的宗教真的是非常非常这个无知的。
all the life energies. See, totally we have 21 life energies. I will describe all the 21 like a fundamental principal forces of life, like gravity, how all these are fundamental forces, principal forces externally. Internally, there are 21 life energies. Ability to visualize, ability to make decision. All these 21 is given to you, but you use them accidentally. That is why your life is full of accidents. Your marriage is accident, wealth is accident, life is accident, money is accident. Very less is planned, much is accident. And I tell you, I have seen people become thieves by not knowing the power of their life energy. I tell you, thief is the cheapest way to exist. I tell you. Because you do not know you own trillions. That is why you steal millions. If you know you own trillions, why will you steal? Listen, asteya, non-stealing, comes to a person who mastered his life energy. Each of my Gurukul kid is $1 trillion economy. I tell you. Each of my Gurukul kid, the powers they can manifest. Understand, Gurukul is not a joke. It is a powerful science. Especially, see, normally, one child plus one child is a two child. But in the Gurukul ecosystem, one child plus one child is 11. 1, 1. Not 1 plus 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. If there are 3 child, it is not 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. No. It is 1, 1, 1. 111. The energy multiplication. Because the ecosystem, understand, that is why Gurukul has to be with the ecosystem. I have always seen, whenever I download a power on one child, when the group sits, I can share that power on the whole group. Because when team of kids or balasans or sannyasis or brahmacharis, when they sit as one team, it is very easy for me to just like a lightning pour the energy on them. Understand? The Sankhya of life energy is different. The multi-dimensional logic of life energy is different. People cannot understand this Sankhya. The multiple life energies, awakening them to its peak and manifesting them is all about life. Long rich unnecessary as a modern.
Despite the relentless attacks against the life, character, and image of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, he goes on sincerely contributing everything he has for the world, from the field of nutrition to education, from protection of religious freedom to the revival of indigenous traditions, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has sincerely contributed in every facet. This has not gone unnoticed by the world's dignitaries, leaders, and multi-faith leaders. And now let's look at the revelations to the world by Devi PARASHAKTI, especially in terms of the ongoing COVID pandemic. On 12th May 2021, Devi PARASHAKTI revealed, I came as Nijavatara. I am blessing you. Listen. People, listen. To do good to all of you, I have taken the form of Nityananda and came down as Nijavatara. People of India, listen. Carefully listen. Time after time, Bharatam is Jnana Bhumi, where enlightened beings come. We cannot make the Jnana Bhumi as infertile. Enlightened beings have to come. They have to live. It has to flower. Few hypocrites, because they are stuck in delusion. We cannot sacrifice the world. Cosmos cannot be destroyed. The ship I did to save Cosmos from being destroyed, that is called Adi Kailasa. The ship I did to protect beings from Pralaya is Adi Kailasa. Because of conspiracy of Drohis and enemies' rule, the captain has to leave the ship. Devi further reveals, before 12 years, knowing the great deluge that is going to happen, all Aushadhas, by this Guru Purnima, that Jnana Rasavadam, Navapashana, is going to flower. Allow people to come and take dip in Navapashana flower. People, whoever comes and dip in Vaidyasarovar, they will not have deaths. They will not have corona. Crores and crores of people will come in line. Every day they will come and dip in Ananda Lingam. 13th May, Devi further revealed, listen well to my words. For India, I made ship as protection. The Nityananda Navapashana Lingam in Vaidyasarovar. Go to Adi Kailasa. O Indians, listen. All those regretting losing Nityananda Nijavatara without confusion and without talking just as lip service, go to Adi Kailasa. Crores of people will come there looking for health, Navapashana water feast and medicine to get health and protection and enlightenment. To protect India from the great destruction, I, PARASHAKTI, made this huge ship. Even if captain is not there, ship is there. And today, when the first world countries are closing their borders and schools during a massive global emergency, Kailasa has opened its doors to all without exception. We see a number of free COVID care centers opened across India in many of the de facto spiritual embassies of Kailasa. Adi Kailasha in Bididi, Bangalore, Salem Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Tiruvannamalai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Rajapalayam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adinam in Pondicherry, Pattanam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Siragapadi Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Sripuram Adinam in Hyderabad, Madurai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Avattipalayam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Hosur Adinam in Tamil Nadu, and Baroda Adinam in Gujarat. Kailasa rushes to aid India as India finds itself on the verge of the COVID-19 third wave. Multiple free COVID care centers have been opened across India. various social services offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. Spiritual services are being offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. And to support this all, at its core, are the cosmic revelations on the global pandemic by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Devi PARASHAKTI. The free social services, the humanitarian services offered during this pandemic in the de facto spiritual embassies across India include medical care in the form of allopathy, Ayurveda, and Siddha medicine, the infrastructure to accommodate thousands of people, the accommodation for multi-layered quarantine facility, the emergency ambulances and ICU on wheels, and personal protective medical equipment being given to one and all, the food security arrangement through food banks, and organic farming. These are some of the free humanitarian services, to say the least. And if you would like to join the COVID Care Protection Center to save your life from this global pandemic, which is practically hell landed on earth, the Kirimi Bhojanam, as Devi PARASHAKTI revealed, register now through the link https://kailasa.org, kailasa.org/Kailasa Care, KAILASACARE. So let's take a few minutes now to register ourselves through this Kailasa Care link to join the COVID Care Protection Center.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being, Paramashakti. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandana. Nityanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatītam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshయం Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavātītam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions.
所以，请谨记，就是不可以拍照，不可以录
Please be
影。
aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is spa
所以
manifestation.
现在，大课这边已经把这个停止播放了，所以我们现在可以等待，大课那里有新的课开始。所以我会停止翻译这个转播，因为大课已经没有再播了。
Out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
From his Bhagwan beautifully explained what is power manifestation. It is raising your frequency, cognitive shift. The science of power manifestation. It is a science because it can be repeated by each one of us and repeated many times. The science of power manifestation is backed by all the evidences that we are showing here for each of the powers. The science of power manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. The scriptural references, the Shastra Pramana, eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Apta Pramana, the experience and the results of the Aptas, the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamas, Alvar, Siddhas, all of them are authority of Hinduism, manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva. Apta Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatars, personal experience of each power manifestation, Bhagavan's very own Leelas, and as per the Shastra Pramana, Shakshi Pramana, the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, followers all around the world, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva, continuously happening every single day. and Bhagavan himself initiates everyone who comes to the Kailash courtyard to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Pratyaksha Pramana, experiencing the measurement of being in the enlightened state, and scientific study has clearly shown that we are in the thought space. The thoughts per second is completely zero, where you can understand that we are in the superconscious space, and if we can retain that space in a considerable amount of time, we can be in the enlightened state as a superconscious being. That is the evidence that clearly shows so many of them have experienced that breakthrough, and each one of us, every day we have the conscious breakthrough. Bhagavan says that is the tapas for us to experience the superconscious breakthrough. Now let's go to the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana are the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. This is from Shiva Samhita, Spanda Karika, section 3, Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4, 3.5.
Sutra 3.4 and 3.5. यथा हि अर्थो स्फुटो दृष्टा सावधानेऽपि चेतसि भूयः स्फुटतरो भाति स्वबलोद्योगभावितः तथा यत्परमार्थेन येन यत्र यथा स्थितं तत्तथा बलमाक्रम्य न चिरात् सम्प्रवर्तते.
Beautifully, Bhagavan Paramashiva explains in this, indeed, just as an object which, in spite of all the attentiveness of the mind, is perceived and seen indistinctly at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and clearly when observed with the strength of one's vision power. Beautifully, Paramashiva says how we are deluded by this whole reality that is happening constantly in front of us, and how we can raise from that delusion to the superconscious space of oneness manifesting the powers. And Pusala Nayanar, he was a very poor Brahmin devotee, and he wanted to build a temple for Shiva, but he did not have anything. So all he had is Agama books. And every day after his work, he'll come back home and say, okay, today, like how the kids play after the school in Lego, same way, the Pusala Nayanar decided to build the temple in his heart, and he named it as Hridayeshwar. And the very same time, the king, he built a beautiful temple, a real physical granite temple, and Rajeshwara temple was built in such a beautiful, grand possible way. And the day of inauguration happened, and both of them asked Lord Shiva to come and inaugurate. And Lord Shiva went to the Raja's dream and told him that he cannot come because he has another appointment with Pusala Nayanar. And the king was so shocked. In this kingdom, there is somebody else building a temple for Shiva, and he doesn't know. He rushes to Pusala Nayanar and sees what is he doing. And then he realizes there is no temple but his own devotion in his heart. But Shiva himself came and blessed and removed the temple from his heart, the depth, dimension, and placed it on the ground. And till today in South India, we have the temple, and the temple does not have any sculpting mark. It is so smooth and so soft. It really is from some other loka that it has appeared as a temple. That is seen by everybody, the manifestation of materialization, not just a peck of gold flakes or just a vibhuti or kumkum, but a temple itself. All these great possibilities that everybody experienced. Same way, in Mylapore, the small girl, Angam Bumbave, she was at 12 years when she was bitten by a snake, when she was playing and plucking flowers, jasmine flowers. She wanted to marry Jnana Sambandha, and she was not able to continue, and she was dead after 12 years, and the father was so sad, but he kept the pot of ashes of his daughter and waited if somebody could make the ashes back to the women. And then Trinayana Sambandar came by and he sang on Shiva, and she woke up from that pot. From that pot, a girl materialized in human form from the ashes, where we have become ashes. And can we come back again? Not just from dead, not just from an accident, but from ashes. The ultimate gift that Bhagavan has given each one of us to showcase the ultimate possibility that we all can experience when we are in oneness with Paramashiva. Again and again, it is beautifully said how he manifested the power when he sang on Shiva in such a oneness space and devotion. Simply, she grew out of the pot and came out. The beautiful space of each one of us can experience the consciousness when we start understanding there is a bigger reality for each one of us, which is auspiciousness and abundance and ultimate oneness with PARASHAKTI, Paramashiva, that we can exist as an existential reality. What we are going through constantly is a delusion. Constantly the suffering, the chaos, anything which we are suffering, anything which is a confusion. Morning we have one thought, Bhagavan says. By evening we have changed the plans already. All this confusion is nothing but delusion. The pure consciousness is nothing but pure bliss. And if you are continuously in bliss, you are in the conscious space. It is as simple as to decide whether we are consciousness or we are ready to go on being in the delusion and continue to suffer and have the birth and death cycle continuously till we get owned out of that to realize there's something more than that. We can wake up to the reality. Let's go to Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana for materialization. Aptas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayamas, Alvars, Siddhas who manifested all the powers. All these references are given so clearly that we all can experience this. This is Sai Baba who beautifully manifested the power of manifesting the fig fruit, and then he showed it to everybody and cut it and distributed to everybody. This is from volume 4, issue 1. The God, the Avatar and the Intellectual, Jan 2006. From the source, we are clearly showing you that all these possibilities, so many enlightened masters have manifested, materialized all these great things. And this is very much possible for you and me and everyone, because all of us who are human are manifested of Paramashiva. If we align to that more and more, get soaked in that, simply our life will be auspiciousness and abundance and manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully says how integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching can raise our frequency to manifest all the powers of Paramashiva.
Bhagavan, here he is talking about awakening of the Kundalini to man.
In this whole Kundalini is the huge possibility residing in you. Like a seed, a small banyan tree seed is the huge tree in the form of possibility. Same way, you are God in the form of possibility. You are the seed for God in the form of possibility. How? The banyan seed is possibility for banyan tree. You are possibility for God himself. Integrity means aligning your thinking with what you want. Integrity clears the path for Kundalini to travel. Authenticity awakens it. Every time you raise yourself to the peak of inner image and outer image, and others' image, the Kundalini is raised. That quantity which is required is raised. Today morning you feel tired, you want to sleep in the satsang. When you say, no, I am going to listen, internalize, live. The moment you make the decision, a part of your Kundalini is awakened. Each decision you make with authenticity, your Kundalini is awakened. Each time you coil, shrink and lie down, your Kundalini is falling, reducing. A few days before, one sannyasi came to my meeting very late. I asked him what? He said fever. I know it's a lie. He started dropping from authenticity.
He started destroying himself. Energy suicide started happening in him. Only then the disease. Inauthenticity is energy suicide. Listen. Whenever you make decision based on authenticity, your body and mind is immediately supplied the Kundalini energy required to fulfill your authentic decision. When you take the responsibility, the Kundalini energy is infused into the world. World starts cooperating with you, listening to you. When you start enriching, whole universe follows you. आज में कुंडलिनी शक्ति द्वारा आप आपके इच्छा अनुसार वास्तविकता का stresses will disappear, fears will disappear, worry will disappear, attention need will disappear, jealousy will disappear, ego will disappear, discontentment will disappear. Just integrity will open all the 7 chakras for the Kundalini to flow. Integrity will clear the path. Authenticity will awaken the Kundalini energy. Responsibility will send the awakened energy which is in you into the world, so that world will listen to you. With enriching, world just follows you. Not only listening to you, just follows you. जब आप संपूर्ति में जीने लगते हैं, लगातार आप में अपनी सोच धारा को संरेखित करने लगते हैं, तब आपकी कुंडलिनी शक्ति की प्रवाह का मार्ग का निर्माण होता है. These 4 dharma principles, integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching, is the best, amazing way of starting, awakening your Kundalini energy. Most safest method to start your Kundalini energy. Without integrity, if you awaken your Kundalini energy, you may become powerful, you may not be intelligent. Without authenticity, just with integrity, you may be intelligent, you may not be powerful. With integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching, life is such power. Yat char dharma evam siddhant, to make what you want as reality and enriching. Just whatever you are becomes reality. Whether you want anything in the outer world, whether you want to make your dreams into reality, or you want to realize your reality itself is a dream. For both, your Kundalini needs to be awakened. Whether you want to make your dreams into reality or realize what you see as reality itself is a dream, for both purpose, your Kundalini needs to be awakened. जब आप संपूर्ति एवं श्रद्धा में रहते हैं,
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained how the Kundalini needs to be raised and how the integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing makes us manifest our reality and also makes us to the next level. Understand this reality that we are experiencing is also a dream. Now let's go to the Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramana are the millions of disciple devotees followers manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva. Beautifully, a devotee here explains how she materialized the sugar crystal.
I am a participant in Paramashivoham, which is the most extraordinary program I've ever been to, and I'll film more videos about it. But this one is specifically about my experience of materialization, how Swamiji blessed me with materialization of a sugar crystal in my hand. And many of you have probably seen the picture that I posted on Facebook and are very eager to know how it happened. And the best part about this whole story is that I didn't do anything. I didn't even have the thought of materialization in my hand, like, oh, let me materialize, please, Swamiji. Nothing like that. Actually, Swamiji had just initiated us into the power of 360 vision. So we were holding a phone behind our partner's head with an image and chanting the Mahavakya. Oops. And the partner had to really see that picture being shown behind his head and write down the words or images. And so I was there, I was a bit in pain, like my back was a bit in pain, so I was leaning a bit on the left side, my left hand was on my left thigh, I was chanting the Mahavakya, but actually there was, now that I think back, there was one thing, it's not something I was doing, but I was in a particular state. Earlier that day, we went on the stage in front of Swamiji to receive blessings, and when I went there, I had such like a, oh my God, like such a playfulness, like such a joy to be in front of him. And I had this facial expression and I just smiled at the screen. And like when he looked at me, he smiled back and he blessed like this. And my space was so joyful. And, you know, I was holding the phone, being in that space of feeling so cared for and so protected. And the round lasted for about 3 minutes. And when the round was over, kind of came back and I started feeling something. It was in my hand actually, on this finger right here. And I'll do my best to show it to you. And it was very big too, so beautiful. Okay, you can see it, a beautiful sugar crystal. And Mahayoga confirmed that it was a sugar crystal. And then I licked it because I wanted to know what it tasted like. And it was sweet, but not like the sweetness that you get from regular sugar. It actually, as soon as the tip of my tongue touched it, it became electrified. There was some electricity happening and the tip of my tongue was vibrating for the whole day after that.
Such a beautiful sharing of the devotees. You can see one more devotee also, how they are metallizing the Baba dollar and the Vibhuti Kumkum and also the Baba dollar, couple of dollars they had metallized. The honey flowing from the Baba dollar. They're taking the honey. You can see it very clearly. From a dollar, just like that, the honey is flowing. They're again taking the honey very clearly. How it is manifesting and materializing so beautifully. And the Vibhuti is appearing right in front of you. You can see that at the back of the Baba's photo, the Vibhuti is also appearing. All these great things continuously happen as reality. And here's the scientific study, how they did a scan, CT scan on the person who had an object from her mouth. So when they did the scan, they clearly said suddenly appearance of a radio opaque foreign body in the oral cavity without any delay or repositioning. They are able to see that the metallization is revealed when the presence of metallization object both in the section and 3D format. This is from Avatar Shastra, chapter 10, Science of Miracle, page 214. Beautifully, all the science has clearly showed that we can metallize all these objects just from that. Metallization is a depth dimension. Teleportation is a breath from one point to another. Metallization just from thin air, manifesting anything. Even a peck, if you are able to manifest in trillions of dollars, billions of dollars are used in NASA to verify if these signs exist and how they can teleport and materialize. Here, just with a cup of coffee, sitting and watching Mahavakya, chanting Mahavakya, we are experiencing all the greater truth and materializing so many things. Bhagavan has materialized a Lakshmi deity when he was a young boy, and he has given to a shopkeeper and he has put it in his card itself, the picture of the Devi. And all these are possible when you understand the higher science, how power manifestation simply manifests as reality when you are in the oneness with Paramashiva. Now let's wipe our place completely clean so that there is no speck. Make sure your hand is not wet and it is completely clean. And wipe it nicely, wipe the places nicely. You can have a deity next to you. You can have a padukas that you do puja every day. Guru Paduka, all these you can arrange and make sure everything is so clean and there is no white or black or any dot or anything sticky. So your hand should be dry and very, very fine. Check if there is anything. And let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. For the power of materialization that we are going to experience, the prasada from Devi herself. Visualize Paramashiva PARASHAKTI with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Sit so gracefully, so beautifully, and simply experience the oneness. Just get soaked in the oneness space with Paramashiva. Continuously holding that space of oneness simply makes you manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. Unclutch from anything, any thought that you know as you. That is not true. Those thoughts are not there when you sleep or it's not there when you dream. It is there just now. And whatever you went through in your previous birth or in your dream, you do not care for that. How you are unclutched. Same way unclutch from this dream also consciously. That whatever you're going through, including your body and the mind, unclutch from everything. And you are Paramashiva. Just sit as Paramashiva, PARASHAKTI. Declare I am Paramashiva, whether I manifest or not, whatever I'm going through, I am Paramashiva, PARASHAKTI. Hold the beautiful space, her gesture, her smile, her beautiful showering of boons. All that is the most auspiciousness again and again, bringing to your third eye and visualizing her. Deeply get into the meditation and start chanting very deeply, intensely, not loudly, but intensely, the whole body weaving, vibrating with the Mahavakya. And continuously listen to the Mahavakya you are chanting. Put away your gadgets for a few minutes. Let's get into the deep meditation of oneness and bring all the auspiciousness, healing, and all the abundance for all of us around here. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya intensely for the power of materialization of sugar crystal or a seed, banyan seed or a honey. Let's start chanting intensely the Mahavakya.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham 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 Om नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Rani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Nityanandam, so beautiful. Today we'll be ending this session with one cycle. Let's thank Bhagwan and end with the Purna Mantra. Please share your experience. Please verify and share your experience in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. Let's thank Bhagwan and thank each one of you and surrender all this powerful cognition and power manifestation to Bhagwan's lotus feet. And let's end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you so much, Nityanandam. See you again after next satsang, next darshan for Power Manifestation session. Nityanandam.